drawing prompt challenge. Let's draw the prompt. Ugh, so many things. Where to start? Need to freshen up my paper. I think it's amazing because you can have so many ideas, but like, when do you have the time to just like put them down? It's often people are like, I've got no ideas of what to draw or what to do, and they do. It's just like being in a creative state or a receptive state to come up with stuff is the key. If you just put on the spot to come up with something and you're not really in a space to imagine or respond, then like, of course you're not going to come up with anything. All of that is to say, I'm going to start writing down what I see. There's a lot of food things coming up for me in this one. I don't even know what to choose. I'm going to go for my first one because I've got too many ideas and I don't want to get stuck not choosing anything. I'm going to go for the cheese. Also because I love drawing animals as well. So that would be very satisfying to me. That might mean that I remove these a little bit. Not that I'm usually that precious about that stuff, but I'll do it for the Swiss cheese. Give it a little bit of space there. I mean, if that's what it ends up being, it might be something else. Because it's interesting, you can start drawing something and it can actually turn into something else. Like this is a cheese playground I'm seeing. So it's actually not real cheese, but there will be mice playing on it, as if they had their own like playground or something like that. I think mice like to play. Anyway, I wonder what you came up with. Yeah, maybe the mice throw balls to each other, like it's a little mice daycare. You know, I was thinking about this too, like sometimes you get a lot from the prompts and then sometimes you don't get much at all, but I think it's a lot of pressure to put on the prompts. It's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, but the inspiration comes from you because you're the one that's alive, so you can interact with it. So I like to think about the prompts as like things that you can bounce up against. Just putting that out there. Sometimes people be like, I've got no inspiration at all from this. Oh, there's got to be a wheel, doesn't there? And this could be like one of those cheese wheels, but it's also one that they run on. How would that work? Something like this. The big wheel of cheese. Now I say all this as a lactose intolerant person, so I have a very minimal kind of reference to cheese, really. Yet, I dare say, these lovely mice will have a great day playing on the wheel. Maybe there's a cheese rope They can climb. But coming back to the thing about the prompts, it's like not judging yourself or judging the prompts, just going, okay, so my referencing for this, because a lot of, if we're using imagination as the way forward, then usually we're kind of referencing things that we've seen in life a lot. We will see a lot of shapes and lines and forms, but we usually, our brain does a really quick thing to be like, oh, that's that thing, this is that thing. Because we don't have all that time to sit and look and break things down. We might send us somewhere we don't really have time for, or where we don't want to go. But I mean, that is what drawing really is. It's really about seeing clearly, seeing things for their parts, and then being able to bring them together to make the whole. Yeah. And I think the hardest thing with drawing, especially if you're doing like something realistic, is being able to really see things clearly. Because usually our brain will draw it how we think rather than how it really is. So it's kind of like a bit of a push and pull with your brain. Obviously this doesn't exist though, so I don't really have a reference for it. I wonder what music will be playing at Mice Playland. Actually, it's funny I say I don't have a reference for this because with my cat, I put on cat TV, and one of the ones he does really like is just someone has set up a camera and a little obstacle course for mice, like with like corn or something there, and mice just come in and out, pop in and out of holes. So actually, this is really cat TV that I'm drawing, so I do have a reference. This actually does exist. So that's where that's coming from. It's always coming from somewhere. So it's never as colourful on cat TV. It's very cute though. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like 8 hours of mice playing and eating, and my cat just sits there smacking the computer screen while I go off to work. Day 24 done. Alright, how did you go? What did you come up with?